a lot of our life activity as a self, you know, especially as a social self, is dominated by this fear of what we don't want and the desire for what we do want and the ideas that there's something we should want and all of the shoulds and the programs that dominate the mind, self-experience. And that is far more pervasive than we generally notice. Address the idea of possibly completing that or being free of that. If we consider not that we can't attain things, we attain things all the time, and we avoid things all the time, and we fail to avoid things, and we fail to attain things, you know, these things occur. But there's a domain of ideals that are programs never meant to be obtained. That's not what survival is up to. That's not what yourself is up to, what I'm suggesting. So that if something was designed to keep you running, for example, keep an activity taking place, always focused on the future, not what is, but always the future, then that would not be there to be obtained. It would be there to be run after, you see? Because if it was attained, then it would suddenly become what is, so to speak. But you notice that any time, this is just the background, but just like, you notice that any time you get what you want, you know, and you've gotten what you want, sometimes you get something like, seems like, almost like an ideal, you know, it's like, whoa, this is good stuff, you know, and then there's a lot, and then there's the rest of the time. And sometimes you get what you want, and you notice that when you get what you want, and you think it's going to be really good, and maybe it is really good for a while, but it never is good for long, is it? You see, it's never like, oh, that did it, I'm done now, you know, oh, this is all finished, I got it, I finally, I'm Superman now or whatever, and it's all done, I got the right all stuff and everything like that. And if you've ever attained anything that you want as an ideal, you know that next, it goes away. And you know, if you were a miserable self before you attained it, you're a miserable self after you attained it. You know, after the rush of the fun and the relief and the hope and all that has kind of died down because now it's been around for a while and it's just circumstance, it's just objects, it's just relationship, you know, it's just what it is. And you're still the same schmuck you were before, you know? So you got $1 billion. You're a billionaire schmuck. I mean, it doesn't change schmuckdom, you know, it really doesn't, you know, or whatever, you know what I'm saying. Say if you're unhappy with yourself, you're still unhappy with yourself. You can distract yourself in really neat ways, but hey, that dies down after a while. Trust me, it does. Always does. See, so no matter what it is, you know. Anyway, see, so that's kind of suggesting that what's taking place there, the reason for it, the reason for the dissatisfaction, that always, even once you get something that seems to be ideal, you have to find something else. There's always something else, or, you know, negative or positive, to drive you or relate to you because there's something other going on, which we call self-survival. So anyway, that's a short version. So you got to contemplate that.